So the Wendy Williams story continues to unravel. Wendy Williams' brother is now taking to social media calling her trash for not letting her own son into her New York City penthouse. Welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, your #1 source for pop culture news in music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So it's been a while since we talked about Wendy Williams, but the last time we reported on Wendy Williams, she was launching a podcast, and we said Wendy Williams is not ready based off the interview that she did with TMZ Live. But I'm sure you've been watching Wendy Williams' new Instagram account that she launched for her podcast, and it seems to be not the same Wendy Williams.
This is what we do. Louis Vuitton or nothing.
We've said this over and over again. I'm not going to beat a dead horse with this. Wendy Williams just is not in the place to start a podcast. She needs to rest. She needs to figure out what's going on. But in our coverage of the story, I said to you, Kevin Jr., her son, should take some control of what's going on. I don't trust anyone that's around her. We also reported to you the interview that her new manager and AKA jeweler did with the son, talking about, yeah, she could get a podcast here, there, but there are really no concrete deals on the table. He also revealed that she was going to do this podcast and have a visual version of the podcast in her home. And a lot of you said, Wendy wouldn't want that. All of that being said, speaking of her penthouse apartment here in New York City, Wendy Williams' son allegedly was refused from getting into her own home, and that's according to her brother, Tommy Williams. So a lot of people are giving Tommy a lot of backlash because of what he said on his YouTube channel. We've said a lot of things about Tommy, but here's the thing. It's hard to take information from Tommy, but I believe him in regards to the son not being able to get in contact with his mom, not being able to do what we've asked him to do and really take reins of her career and her life, because it seems as if it's not in a place where she's able to handle it herself. And this, again, I don't want to give Wells Fargo any credit here, but it seems as if Wells Fargo was doing what they were supposed to do as a bank because of maybe some unsavory characters in Wendy Williams' life, and maybe taking advantage of a woman that's not ready to manage her life and money. Maybe. We still have our eyes on you, Wells Fargo, because you don't have the greatest history. But Tommy Williams also doesn't have the greatest history, using social media, using YouTube to spread his family drama. So a lot of people are telling Tommy, why are you going on social media talking about this? And I agree with him. Where's your sister, your other sister, Wanda? She's an attorney. If Wendy is not in the right place, if Wendy is surrounded by people that are unsavory, why isn't she getting involved in trying to figure out how to make sure that her sister is protected? And look, she might be. She might be. But according to Tommy, Kevin Jr. went up to New York City and was not able to even see his mom. He went up there to see his mom for her birthday, which happened earlier this month, July 17th. Happy belated birthday, Wendy. But apparently when he arrived, excited according to Tommy, he was refused by his own mom.
Right now she's twisting many people's lives. And it's all the people who are close to her. My son's trying to get it. My nephew's trying to get in there now to his mother. Was with him yesterday. Talked about the trip, smiled, laughed, nothing but positive energy and hope. Spoke to him first thing this morning. He had the first flight taken out. He was going up there and excited. I was excited for him. He landed safely, reached out, great. And now the moment of truth, as he beckons to see his mother at the gate, right? At the pearly gates to see Wendy, right? She is not our celebrity. She is not the family celebrity. She's a member. And she has her son out there like he's the paparazzi. Trash. That's what she is for doing that. She's trash.
Tommy in this video calls her trash for that. Look, it's hard to take anything what Tommy says for 100% because he admittedly said that he lied in regards to, oh, Wendy's doing well, when everything's going. You could have said nothing. Here's another situation. You could have said nothing because this is not helping the situation. But it also lets us know that we were correct in our assessment of what's going on with Wendy Williams. If she's refusing to see her son, it says to me that there's more going on, that she's surrounded by people that may not be the best for her. And that Kevin is not able to help his mother manage her estate, manage her business, manage her money. I didn't want to see any more of this Wendy Williams drama. Wendy Williams went from reporting on celebrity gossip to being celebrity gossip. And as someone that reports on celebrities, you never want to be that. Unfortunately, she is. Guys, I want to know your reaction to this. What do you think is really going on with Wendy Williams? Where can she go next? As I've said before, the only solution that I see in this situation is Wendy's family, Kevin Jr. specifically. Since the last time we reported on this whole situation, I was under the impression that Kevin Jr. had the power of attorney. That was the whole process with Wells Fargo. They had to get power of attorney through him. So I don't know what exactly is going on, but that's their personal family business. But Tommy has taken it to social media, so here we are talking about it. Guys, let's continue this conversation below. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.